People are always asking how to overcome fear. And honestly, I think that entire subject is so misunderstood by skaters, by people, just in general. It's a bit shocking to me, really. They're like, I can't believe you're not scared. How are you not scared of the mega ramp? Mitchie, how are you not scared of the mega ramp? It's like, bro, I'm probably the most scared guy on the ramp. I hate heights. I hate elevators. I've been stuck in too many elevators. I stand in the middle. I don't like holding on to the railing. Honestly, I get laughed at a bit by the other guys sometimes because I'm a bit of a nervous wreck. So I think about it like this. Pretending that one day you're gonna all of a sudden gain the skill of never being afraid again is stupid. You're already wasting your time. I think what's important is to build a better relationship with fear. Fear is not necessarily your North Star on if you should do something or not. If you're making your decisions on what tricks you're able to try or not try based on how scared you are, you probably won't get very much done. And that's just the way it is. I think you need a process to help you get started when you're scared. And you can just notice, some days you're gonna be more touchy than others. Sometimes you'll have a lot of confidence. I mean, think about it like this, like, you ask about fear all the time, but I mean, do you really want just like never-ending confidence? Like, think about the times you're most likely to get hurt. It's probably when you got a bit overzealous, got a little too confident. So, I want you to be real with yourself and understand that fear is playing a really important part of this process, but you have to learn how to manage it and work through it, or else you just won't progress to your potential, right? Fear and confidence have a strange relationship. And honestly, like, not to get all woo-woo, but you should ignore both of those feelings. Like, you should ignore fear, you should ignore confidence. They're not guiding you. They're just there. All right? Let me see if I can manual this manual pad. I'm at a skate park in Sydney, Australia. It's pretty cool. So I'll take you through my process when it comes to fear. The thing that I am thankful for, the way that like my mind works, is I don't really get more or less scared throughout the process of trying the trick. So let's say I'm standing here and I want to go ollie into this bank right here, you know, over this little guy. And it makes me a little nervous. I'm about as nervous right now as I'll be through the entire process. I'm not gonna get more scared when I get closer or on my way. I'm not gonna get more scared as I do the ollie or land in the bank. But the hard part is I stay nervous the whole time. Throughout the ollie, after landing it, rolling away, and then setting up to do it again. I am actually still just as nervous the whole time. I actually find comfort in that because I know there's really nothing I can do about this feeling. And I've gotten so used to having that feeling that I actually don't think that anxiety when I feel my skin tingle or my hair stand up or butterflies in my stomach, I actually don't feel like that's going to affect my ability to perform at all. If anything, sometimes it's been helpful, it's been an aid, I can do more, I can get a little bit of extra strength from the adrenaline. So I guess I've learned how to associate that feeling of nervousness, fear, and anxiety actually with performing at a higher level than I'm usually able to. I attribute that to focus. Okay, I can easily just shut off the rest of the world when I'm scared. I think that's part of my process. I see like, oh, what happens if I miss the pop? And it's like, okay, well, don't miss the pop. Like, forget about everything else in your entire life and focus on how your feet feel on the board. So that's the only thing that's gonna keep you safe. So I'm like locked in. And then I get the adrenaline. So now I have a little bit of extra strength. Now I can jump higher, run faster, bail better, see more, time slows down. So you get like singular focus and a load of adrenaline. You're like a superhero for like 5 seconds at a time. It's like pretty cool. Obviously that process is gonna be really uncomfortable and quite difficult because you're feeling, as I hit a rock, because you're feeling a ton, like a bunch is running through you. And if you were having a brain scan, it's real. Like they'd be able to read it on the CAT scan or whatever they use to scan your brain. Like this stuff is real and actually happening. So pretending like it's not is stupid. Pretending like somehow you can circumvent these physiological responses with like thinking is insane. Ooh, I just remembered. You have to use your eyes. You have to use your eyes big time. All right, your brain, at least my brain, I can't speak to your brains. My brain is not there to convince me to do things. It seems like my brain's singular focus is to stop me from doing things. That's all it's really good at. Don't do that, it's dangerous. Don't do that, it's dangerous. Don't do that, it's dangerous. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself safe, keep yourself safe. Those are the thoughts I constantly have to counter. And as like a pretty introspective and thoughtful person, I try to be at least, I get a lot of those thoughts in a day, on and off the skateboard. So I know I can trust that my brain is not gonna be trying to put myself in danger. But the unfortunate thing is I can't trust my thoughts, right? So you look at like a stair set, and I'm like, I can't kickflip that. Or you look at a quarter pipe, and it's like, I don't know if I can do a 5 on that. Even though I've proven to myself 100 million times that I can do those things. And if I really give it 100% effort, I can do it pretty easily sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll be going at a quarter pipe and being like, no, don't 5 it, don't 5 it, don't fight it, don't 5 it. And then my body will just take over and I'll do a big 5. I'm like, oh yeah, stupid brain. Okay, so you're dealing with all these thoughts. What's your strat, bro? What's the meta? You have to use your eyes. Everything I've ever gotten coaching in really focuses on your eyes, every activity. Whether you're driving a race car, you're driving a motorcycle, you're riding a BMX bike, you're skating, you're flying, you're skydiving, any of these things. Your body will follow your eyes. So, you're scared, you want to hit this ramp. You have to only focus on countering your thoughts and where you're looking. And the more you trust your vision and let your body follow your eyes and really laser focus on that exact spot that you want to hit on the quarter pipe, and then focus where you want to skate out, and then think about what you want to do next. Look at the obstacle you want to hit next. Your eyes can stay one step ahead of your body, and the only choice you have is to follow. And over time, you'll gain trust for that process, okay? Everyone thinks that your body follows your mind with confidence, and it's just the opposite. It's so not true. You're not going to think yourself into confidence. You have to do something enough times where your brain starts to believe, okay, we can do this. I'll let you be a percentage more confident. Thank you for giving me like 10 really good attempts. I trust it a little bit now. But it comes from doing it first. So yeah, look where you're going, go through your process, follow your eyes, and let your confidence grow as a reaction to you proving to yourself that you can do something. All right, I'm a mental cat. I mean, that's my game. I've always had a mental game. I'll never not have a mental game. I was raised as a mentally strong competitor. Both my parents are like wizards. My mom's a mental ninja when it came to being like clutch and a high performer, and I'll never unlearn that. I'm always grateful for that skill that I have, and I know it's a very special situation where like a lot of other skaters have actually a little harder time in these intense pressurized environments. So I just wanted to say that. But let's think about an actual process, right? Let's say you want to like ollie up this manual pad. Let's be like very realistic about what's going on here. The first thing you have to do is understand what you're afraid of, okay? Let's say you're afraid of hanging up. It's like totally fine to explore what it's like to hang up. Like, did you die? Is this as bad as you thought? Like, get the biggest problem out of the way early. Just confront the biggest problem, the thing that's easiest to name, get that out of the way. And then step 2 is where actually most of the mistakes happen. I've seen a lot of people get this far. But you go, okay, I hung up. Now I want to ollie onto it. So then they go, okay, if I don't want to hang up, I got to go so much faster just to ollie onto this thing. And then they're going faster, but they're going so fast that they would be scared to do an ollie anyways. So they're adding 2 ingredients at once. Speed, which freaks them out for their ollie, and ollieing up the thing which they were scared of to begin with. So this is where I would say take yourself away from the ledge. Go faster than you'd need to for the ollie onto the ledge. Make sure you have the actual skill set to match your goal. Make sure you can ollie more than high enough and more than fast enough to actually put yourself in a position where you're not going to hang up. Then you look, okay, I know what it's like to hang up. I've worked on my ollies going fast to where I don't even have to do my fastest ollie of the day, and I can do this thing I'm afraid of. And then once you do the math, you're all good. Use your eyes. Look at it. Go at the speed that you think, ollie real big, and just don't give up on it. All right, a lot of times the trick is ready to be made before you're ready to do it. So that means you have the skill, it looks good, you could have made that one, you just didn't believe in it. And I'm always in the band that I'm like, well, if you're gonna try something, like really try it. So recognize when you're just testing Recognize when you're going at the obstacle and you're like, I'm just still sussing it out. I'm figuring out if this is for me. I'm figuring out if I really believe that I can do this. But then once you believe it, take your time, go through your process, and then push the button and actually try it. If it goes wrong, you end up on the floor, don't go like, oh, I hate myself so much, I'm so stupid. Recognize, okay, is this really bad? Is this really like physically bad? Do I have to go like, am I injured? Okay, and if you're not injured, it'll just hurt your ego. And if it hurts your ego, you just should make a little new practice plan just like you did and try to recognize the problem and then work on that one piece and then go through that process again and just use your eyes. Okay, this is the game that we play 1,000 times a day as a skater. I know it took me 15 or 20 minutes to explain, but we're doing this every 5 seconds, all day long, whenever we're on a skateboard. Watch this video again, learn how to apply it, learn how to get faster with your process to the point where like the process can just happen in your mind, where maybe when you're ready, you won't even have to think about the process and you can just know intuitively when you get to the skate park that you look where you want to go and you can do the things that you can do and you can easily manage that fear to skill ratio on a daily basis. So I hope this video helps you. This is a very, very highly requested subject. And I know it's not like skate tips, but this is actually where I feel like I'm good at this. I've been scared a lot, and I've also done a lot of tricks while being scared, and I think every skateboarder can relate to this sentiment on one way or another. There's nothing wrong with you because you're paralyzed by fear. You just might not understand that that's part of the game.